All right. Welcome to our another class in Basic Excel. So, welcome again to the data analysis course. So, today we will be discussing simple functions in Excel. So, this is like the Excel Basics Part 2. We will be exploring how to filter different kinds of information here in our data set. So, we can use filter functions, sorts, and etc. So without further ado, let's start developing our practice today. Okay, so we have here a simple data set called the Spotify data set, whereas it has artist, genre, popularity, male, female, and top followers. So I'm going to show to you a basic function in Excel, which is what we call selecting or sorting or filtering. So first is to select A1 and then hold shift on your keyboard, then select total followers or F2. Then we will insert a filter. Okay. So as you can see, there will be a button on the lower right of our cells, lower right of our cells, that lower right of the cell. Then, as you can see, we can press those buttons, no, for filtering. So let me just show it to you that we can filter something like this. So we can select also the what artist that we want. So let me demonstrate to you. Let me click here and then let me just select Billie Eilish, BTS, Chris Brown, and Joji. Okay. So as you can see, I filtered out those artists, and then it only shows us the values of the selected artists. Okay. So you will also notice that the rows here are having different sets of values because some of the rows are hidden to us since we just selected some parts or some artists. No, now we can cancel out that filter by clicking again that filter button, then clear filter for artist name. Okay, so if you want to cancel out the buttons on our column headers, you can just select everything here and then uh, choose again filter on the top part of our ribbon. So everything will be back to normal. Okay. Now, I will show you how can we implement conditional formatting. So conditional formatting is essential since probably some parts of our data doesn't have any record. Example, this one. So this one doesn't have any record at all. For Harry Styles, which the genre of Harry Styles is pop, he has no male supporters or fans. So basically, some of our data will look like this. So in order for us to see this easily, we can use conditional formatting. So for me, I will select column D, something like this, and then choose conditional formatting at the top of our Excel, and then highlight cells that are less than. So less than, let's say less than a million. So it will be light red fill with dark red text. Okay. So for those artists with less than a million male fans, it will be selected. Of course, also you can select. You have selected also this one that doesn't have any record, so it is highlighted. How about if we wanted to? But let us just check below what happened. the rest of the cell became red as well. So sometimes we don't want that. So for us not to do that kind of thing, what we can do is to undo what we did. So Control Z. And then instead of selecting the whole column D, what we can do here is that we can select male and then Control Shift down so that it will only select the cell that has value. So it will not select the rest of the cell. So that's the beauty of using Control Shift down. Only the cells with values will be selected. Now, conditional formatting, highlight the cell less than, let's say 1,000 or 1 million rather. So light red fill with dark red text. Okay, so that's the same thing that we did. Less with the excess. So we did not highlighted the the cells that were not selected. Now let's put some other conditionals. Let's say greater than. So if it is greater than 1 million, what will happen? We can say that it will become green filled with dark green text. Okay. So everything that is above 1 million will become green. So we can easily see the difference by just doing conditional formatting. Now, as you can see, the mail header column is also having a conditional formatting color. So in order for us to make that go back again to the original header format, so let's just select that mail cell and then conditional formatting and then clear rules from selected cell. So it will be only that cell which will be cleared with the formatting. So click and then there you go. It will go back again to the original one. So next thing is what we can do is we can again just select the columns here and then do a simple filter. Okay, filter based on artist. Let's say I want to get Rihanna. I want to deselect everything and then select Ariana Grande, Billie Eilish, Chris Brown, Joji. Okay, so I have here these values. So sometimes what we are doing here is that if we don't want to mess up with our raw data, we just get this filtered items or filtered information by just clicking A1 and then Control Shift down and then Control Shift right. So we can do Control Copy. So we copy everything. And then on the bottom part, there is a plus sign denoted when we click, it will become new sheet. So let's click. There you go. We have sheet 2. And then in the A1 cell, we can paste here what we have copied on the raw data. So select A1 and then copy paste by Control V as in victory. Okay, so what happened here is that it pasted the values from our raw data. So once we're done with this, I'm just going to escape so that the selection will be released. And then I will clear the filter. So clear filter. And then I will also clear out the filter here on our header columns. So now it's back to the original format and the original length. However, it still has the conditional formatting, but that's okay. So let's go back to sheet 2 and then let's try to format this one. So for us to format this one, it's already selected all of the parts that needs to be edited in terms of row height and row width. Now, when this is selected, uh, choose format in the home window and then auto fit row height. Okay. There's nothing happening. And then auto fit column width. Okay. Oh, let's just adjust. Auto fit column width. All right. So again, that is auto fit column width, not column width, no auto fit, so that it's auto fit. But we can also readjust it like this, and then again do a auto fit column width, and then again auto fit row height. Okay, so we have here a more wrapped up version of our data. So I will change this one as selected artist. Selected artist for the new name of our sheet. Okay. So what are we going to do here? Maybe we can just compute for the uh, male and female. But before that, let's do a conditional formatting with the female as well. So let me just select here in A2 and then shift on my keyboard, then select using my mouse, left click while holding the shift, and then provide conditional formatting. So it is less than, let's say, 1 million. If it is less than 1 million, it will become light red field with dark red text. Okay, there's no less than 1 million. Now, let us use greater than. If it is greater than 1 million, it becomes green or green field with dark green text. All right. So by just observing this one, we can clearly see that Joji is not popular with male fans, while the other artists are popular with both male and female because their record shows that they are above 1 million when it comes to the male group or the female group. Now we can get the percentage of female and percentage of male. So I'm just going to double click here on the right corner of column G to auto fit, and then also the right column of the right border of the column H to fit G and H. Now let's compute for the percentage of female, okay, fans of Ariana Grande. So let me use again the uh, equal formula, all right, and then select male divided by total followers, and then enter to apply the formula. Okay. Then next is for us not to repeat what we've did, we can just select this cell and then hover your mouse on the bottom right. As you can see, there will be having a plus sign. When you see that, double click on it, and then everything will be applied across down in our column. So you can basically just drag this one for the uh, female. But before that, let me just edit this one. This should be probably male, and this should be female. My bad, because it gets the value from the female, from the male column, and then this value gets from the female. However, as you can see, it had a different outcome. So let's check the formula. So the formula there is E2. Is that correct? E2 divided by G2. That's not correct. So what we can do there is you can highlight this G4 and then uh, G4 and then change this one to F2 or probably F2. So from G2, we use F2. Okay. And then again, do the same process, double click, so you get the percentage. So for you to really show this in a percentage format, so click here on G2 and then select everything from there. Then use this symbol, percentage sign. Okay, so you get the percentage. Okay, so what we did there is we applied formula to get the percentage of male fans versus female fans of Ariana Grande so that we can easily understand the ratio of fans based on artist. So Ariana Grande is a female artist. So she is popular, fairly popular in male and mostly popular for female. Billie Eilish is not really popular on the male, but mostly popular on female. How about Chris Brown? Chris Brown is the complete opposite. Chris Brown is very popular on male, but less popular in female. And then Joji is more popular on female perspective. All right, so better yet, we can visualize this percentage by by clicking by clicking uh, this artist name, control shift down, and then scroll, control, and then click left click of the mouse, and then shift on the keyboard, and then left click on the mouse. As you can see, artist name and then percentage male is selected, so we can actually insert at the top right ribbon of our Excel, top left rather, then create a pie chart. All right. So we can say that the most popular for males is Chris Brown, right? So let us do that also in the percentage of female. So again, click artist name or A1, then control shift down using your down button on the keyboard, and then release shift while holding control, click click percentage of female, and then release control, and then hold shift, and then left click on the mouse to the last part of the row. So as you can see, it's selected artist name and percentage of female. So once they are selected, click insert and then pie chart. Okay. Okay, here we can see that uh, Billie Eilish has 37% for uh, is that 37? It's 97, no? 97%. And then this is 82% for Joji and Ariana Grande is 71%. So the winner here is Billie Eilish for the female since it is 97%. And the list one is Chris Brown. So at this point, if you wanted to upgrade the visualization, you can just simply double click on the chart and then I will try to select each part and I will try to make it gray. Okay, so the highlighted part is just Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish one for the female. And for this one, Chris Brown will become green. Oops. Yeah, let's leave it there like that. Then let us make this one gray and the other parts also. So Chris Brown one for the male fans. Okay, so that's it for our Excel tutorial today. Let me see you on the next tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.